Alrighty. Alright guys, we are back. Let's see. Game plan league. Alright, here we are. Mock draft. Alright. So as I was telling you before, green, red, let you know how many spots they moved up or down with a little number next to it, to the right of the green or red arrow. As you can see, we're just in mock draft stage 2, and that is in week 8. Let's see, key info. Again, here's your key info date. Once you're on the scouting page, just hit the triangle button. Of course, it says week 8. Then the next one up is week 11. So what we're about to do is we're about to sim up to that point and see what's going on. As you can see, the Jaguars are sitting at 2-4 after the bye. Not having a good year, but they're having a hell of a lot better season in sim mode than they are in real life. But then again, nobody's got to worry about Urban Meyer touching anybody's butt cracks. But anyway, all right, here we go. So we've advanced. Nothing else really going on. So let's go into our scouting college players tab, and let's look at some of the prospects thus far. See what percentages. As you can see, as we go through quarterbacks, they're still hovering around 40. Halfbacks about 40. You know, just about everybody should be at 40. We may see some left tackles. Here we go. So we may see some left tackles have a higher completion because we do have a scout kind of surveying that area out in Oklahoma. We don't have anybody really scouting out there in Georgia, the Notre Dame area, whatnot, from what it looks like. So, of course, wherever your scout is, those percentages will be a little bit higher. And then, of course, let's look at this here. Looks like we got a little bit higher percentages for guards. But if I remember correctly, I think I went right guard. Right guard as scouting preference. Yeah, the right guard scouting preference, as you can see. The dude out there in Purdue, but he's going to be a potential undrafted free agent. He's about 59%. Got another one that's 59%, but he's a little bit lower on the list. But these are the players that are being currently scouted. Looks like right tackle here. Looks like he's doing pretty decent. But that's let's go to my corners. I think I had a scout out there in middle linebacker land. He was southeast, so that's out there at Clemson, Central Florida. Getting some looks there, but then of course if you look up here, you got a young man out of Tulsa. It's the top. Truman here out in Iowa. It looks like he should be getting some looks, but then again, like I said, my scout is down south. So now here's my national scout. My national scout is a little all around. Looks like he's looking at Vasher, 59% completion. Got another one here. Weary, 59% completion. And then we got some safety work. All of my safeties should be about 50%. Strong safety, all of them about 50% because my scout actually does free safety and strong safety. Let's go ahead and move on. Of course, again, here's the region breakdown again. Nationally, that's the West Coast. That's your Central. That's your Northeast. And then that's your South. Those are your states. So when you're scouting and game planning, man, understand that this is what the map looks like. So coming on out of here, like I said, man, week 11 is where we need to get to see some things. But looks like my boys are having a rough go at it right now. 2-5 on the year. I'm gonna go ahead and advance to the next week. Hey, snagged us a win. Sitting at 3-5 on the year. It's about 3.5 games back from the coach leading everything. Like I said, this is week 10. We're going to go ahead and advance to week 11 because that's the next most important date. Hey, back to back. My boys, they're on the move at 4-5. Woo! We screaming playoffs. No, I'm just playing. But anyway, so now we get to do scouting focus players. So this is week 11. So let's click on here. It says, read the results your scouts compiled from in-person observations at practices and in-game action. So you can choose focus players or you can delegate the decisions to the staff. So here we go. We're going to go ahead and just click on choose. And yeah. So these are the top prospects in the Northeast. Looks like Penn State. We got safety out of Penn State. He's the highest one on the board. Looks like he's dropped a couple spots. But yeah, there's Central Michigan. Oh, that's a halfback. Why am I skateboarding? Look, I am looking. Oh my God. Alright, so you know what? I want to do some focus. So it says choose players for super focus scouting. Alright, I gotta choose 3. Let's go ahead and do this left guard. Do linebacker. Hey, what's up, little man?
How was your day?
It's alright, buddy. Say hi, everybody.
Hi.
Yeah, I'm streaming because we got the new scouting update.
Yes, sir.
Alright, sorry about that, guys. Talking to my kiddo. Messed up there. Messed up. Let me go back into my prospects. Oh, man. I did that wrong. Anyway, so as you can see, you get in here and you have to go ahead and select your targets. Looks like, oh look, wait, it looks like it held. I think it held. I think it held my 3. I think it did. Yep, I think it did. Yep, I think it held my 3 choices, my 3 targets. And then after that, of course, you can advance away because there's no other major dates. Before we go through in advance, let me see something here. Yep, it looks like it kept my 3. So it kept my 3 targets. Hope I didn't mess nothing up there. But let's go ahead and advance to next week and see if we get us another mock draft board update. Nothing on the mock draft scene, so we're going to advance again. Oh my goodness! Look at it! Look at these boys! Look at these boys on the go here. See who is in, ladies and gentlemen. The playoff rankings is out. Jags are in 6-5 after a dismal first half of the season. Wait, what? 4-1? 4-1 on the back? 4-1 on the back, man. 4 on the back. Okay, 4-1. Okay. I see you pray. Ooh, wait. All right, so we're here, week 13. There's nothing really jumping off the page for the scouting. I'm going to advance it here. Oh, it's not, no, not taking too long. All right, and there we go. We weren't able to beat the Rams. Lost by 10 to Rams. But moving along, man. Moving along. Big game right here. Big game right here. We need a win to stay afloat. Let's see if we can get the dub over the Titans. See if we get anything juicy on the scouting. Bang! Big victory over the Titans. And now this game is going to be crucial here. Week 15 of the season. 7-6 Jags. 7-6 Texans. All the marbles. The winner more than likely will secure the South. So we're going to go ahead and advance. Again, there's nothing jumping off the page just yet for the scouting, the new scouting system. I can look at the mock draft board and see if there's any movement going on. But yeah, nothing for weeks 3, weeks 4, or weeks 5. But here we go. So let's go ahead and advance this week here. Let's see what's popping off. Can the Jags go to 8? Oh, heartbreaking loss. 7-point loss. Move on to 7-7. Let's look at this playoff bracket right now. Jags are on the out. Texans are on the in. It's getting ugly here, and I think that might do it for them. I think the Jags might not make it into the postseason with only 2 games remaining. Don't say that. With only 3 games remaining, man. So you got Jets this week. You have the Patriots next, and then we finish the season with the Colts. So we're going to have to do some serious going here. Another breakout player up for grabs. Moving on, trying to get us through the season. Oh, shocking all loss to the Jets. That'll probably more than likely end the Jags season. And now we just basically are just rolling through it now. No mock draft update through week 16 through week 17. Boom. Jags lose again. Now we just falling apart at the seams. 7-9 on the year, and then with the final game of the season, can we tie? Can we match it? 8-9 on the year. Here we go. Boom. Jags finish 8-9 on the season. Fall short by a game and a half, looks like, from winning it all and being in the postseason. But it's all good. So this was able to sim. This is what the playoff bracket looks like for season 1. This is the outcome for the AFC, outcome for the NFC. Yeah, still, again, like I said, nothing popping off or looks like you can fill staff and all that other good jazz. But let's go ahead and advance the week. Let's look at the brackets, see what kind of movement we have. Chiefs versus the Raiders, Browns versus the Ravens. You have the Niners and the Bucks, and the Packers versus the boys. Them boys. So yeah, that's that. Still nothing going on there. We're going to advance the week again. Get ourselves to the divisional round. AFC. Oh, I'm sorry. The conference round. Sorry. My apologies, guys. All right, here we go. Looking at the bracket. It's a Ravens, Chiefs. Niners versus them boys. Tom Brady and company got sent packing. And, yeah, that is your NFC and your AFC's championship games. Let's go ahead and get another sim in because there's still nothing on the scouting side. As we know, the scouting, it stated that during the FA period is when you had that. Of course, we have ourselves the Pro Bowl game. So let's look at the scouting board, see if there's anything going on. No movement. No movement there. I didn't want to do that. And here we go. Let's go ahead and advance the Pro Bowl. I don't know who you have, but I say it's going to be the AFC gets the win. And does it show? Doesn't say. Doesn't say. Maybe it says it in scheduling. You know what? Let's go over the schedule. I don't want to know about that. Let's go to weekly schedule. Let's go view schedule. Let's go. Let's see. I'm just gonna try and see what the look on schedule. Let's look at playoff schedule. Let's see here. Yeah, no, doesn't say. But there it is. Cowboys versus the Chiefs for it all. Super Bowl. Is that Super Bowl 50 what? 51? Huh? Am I right? Yeah, what Super Bowl we on? I don't even know. Here we go. But anyway, let's go ahead and advance the week. Boom. Super Bowl champion will be crowned. And that Super Bowl champion will be them Chiefs. So it looks like the Chiefs was able to go ahead and snag themselves some hardware. Nice little soft claps for the Chiefs on being crowned the champions. Now let's go back over here. Let's advance the week. Let's advance the week. Let's see what it does. Oh, here we go. We get ourselves our first mock draft. It'll be after the advance from this, after the Super Bowl was crowned. So at re-sign players, you'll get mock draft number 3. And then let's see what we got. Let's see some movement here. So mock draft number 3, it looks like QB Darnell Forbes jumped up. Got a lot of quarterbacks, 2 quarterbacks right off the board. Then we got guard, Mr. Myers, wide receiver, linebackers. Then we got a halfback off the board to the Chargers. Got a lot of movement here. It looks like Jags dropped to 12th pick. They ended up going deep, possibly. Mock draft says they should go DN. I say, damn that, go offensive line. Shit, get Beavers. But but there it is, man. As you can see, a lot of movement on the board. Looks like Matt Borden. I don't know what's going on, but he dropped 24 spots. Dropped 24 spots. He was a top pick, and he just plummeted. So I'm not sure what's going on there. I'm pretty sure there's going to be some draft stories to back up why there was that sort of a drop. Of course, Mr. Von Gary jumped up 16 spots. But yeah, so there you have it. That's the mock draft number 3 in the re-signing period. Let's see here. See if we can get advance to the next week. All right, so let's see. Oh, we got some combine results in. Combine results are in. Combine results are in. Let's see. Hey, there he is. So he's got an elite acceleration, great agility, elite change of direction, got good jumping, good speed, elite strength, and then a solid throwing power. So that's some of the stuff that you got to get used to. Data available after college pro days. So it looks like college pro days is after free agency period number 2. So we're going to come out of this key info. As you can see, we just got the combine info. Pro day should be on stage 3. So let's come on out of here and let's check it out. So that was free agency 1. We're going to go ahead and advance to week 2, free agency 2. Mock draft number 4 is now available during the FA2 period. So now we can see players' pro day results. This is all regions. I'm just going to go ahead and pick old dude because he was on there. Still, archetype is still a question mark. He's got to throw under pressure an A. His physical stats, these are his, and that is his college pro day. So you get a side-by-side comparison of their combine and college pro day. I'm on live if anyone wants to see and pro day stats. Right. But anyway, I'm back. We're just trying to send a message to all the guys in the chat. As you can see, it gives their their ratings on everything. It tells you what their combine, of course, and then what their college pro day. And he was 3rd in speed, 2nd in bench press. And it looks like he actually dropped in speed, dropped in reps, or dropped in rep ranking. He actually gained 0.2 on his vertical jump. Now, he actually jumped 6 spots on his broad jump. He actually trimmed off 0.06 seconds on his cone drill. And then he, lost a 0.01 on his, what's going on with this? Why is it saying I got a message? Whatever. Anyway, all right. So that is what it looks like on pro days for players under the new scouting system. Let's see. And then, you know what? Let's go ahead and look at the mock draft board. So right now, no movement up in the top. Top 6 spots stayed the same. Then we had some movement at 7 and 8, 9 and 10, 11. Hardwick is still hard. Hard sell at 12. You had some movement at 13. 14 stayed the same. Had some movement at 15, 16, 17. Looks like Jawan Hood. He stayed the same at 18, 19. Flynn, he stayed in his rightful spot. It looks like Josh Moore jumped up 4 spots to 20. Then we had Antoine Bernard from Penn State. He stayed at the 21st spot. We had some movement at 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, and 32. So we had some serious movement on our draft board. 20 over the last, 10 spots, 22 to 22 down to 32. But this came so mock 4, the mock draft number 4 looks like that comes out. Was that free agency 2? So at free agency day 2, you get the college pro day results and you get the mock draft. And for those that are just joining in, I'll click on this real quick so you can just see one of the players. Let's go to Mr. Myers. So this is his scouting report. This is his physical stats. You have solid, great. You got even elite strength, so that means he's going to be very, very strong. And then, of course, you see his combine numbers alongside his pro day numbers. Dropped in his 40-yard. Dropped in his 40-yard rank. Time stayed the same, but the ranking, he did drop 4 spots. He actually dropped reps and a spot on his pro day from his initial bench press on his combine day. His vertical jump went up 0.2, but he stayed second. He stayed first on the broad jump, but he actually gained 4 inches on his broad jump. He actually gained some speed on his left guard time through the cones, but he stayed 13th, and then he stayed 12th on the 20-yard shuttle. But as you can see, he actually was 0.03 seconds faster. So this is what you're going to look forward to during the free agency. Looks like free agency day 2. So we're going to go ahead and advance real quick. We're going to go ahead and advance. Ooh, don't do that. Oh, man, I almost messed up, boy. I almost messed up. So let's advance to the next week. It should put us at week 3 in the FA stage. Now we get this message here. Scouting private workouts. So you can either schedule your own private workout or you can delegate the decisions to your staff. That is going to probably be on a preference by each and every owner. If you are pressed for time, probably that first year you'll probably do it, but that second, that second season you might be like, man, fuck this shit, delegate. You might be like, man, forget this, bro. Delegate it. But for me, I want to see what it looks like. So we click on private workouts. Now let's hope I don't hit back real fast. So I got to choose 3 players that I want to come out and work out. I'm getting Mr. Myers, left guard. Let's look at tackles real quick. I'm gonna get Mr. Let's look here real quick. So it looks like it says a day 3 projection. So that's gotta be like, ugh. I don't know, man. Somebody let me know in the main chat what they feel day 3 is, or if you already know what day 3 means. But I'm saying what, fifth, fifth through seventh round projection. But anyway, we don't want to waste it on that. Looks like my man Will Henry is dropped 12, and Khalil Ivory actually jumped up. Yep, thanks, Mr. Wynn. Appreciate you. I knew, hey, boy, if there's anybody that's on it, boy, Coach Wynn of this boy, he be on that. Day 1 is round 1, day 2 is round 2. Feel you. Okay, appreciate you. But let's go ahead. We're going to scope out my man, left tackle, Mr. Khalil Ivory. And then we also need Jesus at DB. So we going to go ahead. Let's see, anybody move up a lot more than 5 spots? That's a negative. Ugh. So we going Tyrell Northcutts. We're going to go ahead and look at him. We're going to confirm those selections. Are you sure you want to focus on the following players to complete private workouts? Yes. So let's go back into our mock draft board. As you can see, this was the top 5 on day mock draft board 1. This is what it looked like on part 2. This is draft board 2. This was the 3rd one that came out, and then here we are at 4. And I want to say, was that Lions, Steelers, Washington, Eagles, and Bills? They stayed the same. So 3 and 4, we're almost there. You know what I mean? Like the board is like, man, I know this is where everybody is about to be drafted, but we still waiting for that last and final one, y'all. We still waiting on that last and final one. So let's go ahead and back out here real quick. Again, here are your key dates again with the triangle button. Got stage 3, pro day. You got the recap. You can select your private workouts. And so that's that. So that's free agency 3. We just did our workouts. We are about to advance this bad boy. And now we're about to get mock draft number 5. I don't know about you, but I'm excited to see what they think. So we're going to go to our boy, Mr. Sheppy. And get a little something from him and find out. I wish I had like one of them little voice machines and I could actually talk like Adam Schefter real quick. But it's okay. You just have to deal with the Brady voice. But anyway, says I just want a Madden. What's good, Ross, man? Hey, thanks for joining, y'all. So here we are, mock draft number 5. This is the final board, the final selection, and as you can see, Lions, Steelers, Washington, Eagles, and Bills, they didn't really change much. As you can see, all the way down to the Eagles again. Looks like they got multiple picks. Looks like the top 6 stayed the same. We had movement at 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So we actually had from 7 to 11, we had some movement. I don't know about all that, man. He's making the big bucks. Let's see. My lowly Jags, man. They fell a little short in the little sim season. And, needless to say, they're slotted for a defensive end, which we need O-line. So we looking at actually Jordan Beaver, bro. I'm sorry, New York. You gonna get slashed, homie. We sniping today, buddy. We sniping the hell out of you on that one, okay? But yeah, so we had some movement from 7 to 11. Then we stayed the same at 12. Looks like the Saints, good old Nate and his Saints, moved up to 13. They're looking at Deshaun Lastly. And then we had no movement at 14, but we already know he's going to have to find somebody else. At 15, we had some movement at 15. Looks like they actually moved down. Looks like Mr. Mitch Pearman moved down 6 spots. Then, of course, cornerback Rasheem Kramer. Looks like he's a good pick. That's also one that could be a stealable pick for the Jags because they do need a corner after shipping Henderson to the 17th pick. The Panthers. Looks like they're aiming for a right end. He moved up 5 spots. Then we have pretty steady at 18 and 19. Oh yeah, Madden all day long. Now, if you haven't seen Black Widow, then I would say until Nate gets the invites out, go ahead and get you a little look see on that Black Widow, then jump right back over to the OMFL. Just saying, if you haven't seen Black Widow, but if you've seen it already, I digress. Or you know what? Scratch that. Put Brady Scout running backs. Absolutely not. This first Madden, no, Ross, don't put me in a box. Don't do that. Oh, he's at Disney. Ooh. I say, man, hey, you know what, man? Look, bro, I'll say this, man. If you at Disney with the fam, enjoy your time. But please make sure you have. I am not scouting halfbacks and fullbacks. Like, that's going to be a crapshoot. I'm just going to, do a couple circles and then and just put my finger on a player and like, you know what, draft him. But but anyway, yeah, man, if you out there at Disney, man, enjoy your time with the fam. Make sure you have on a very, very lucrative pair of walking shoes. Hey, Toy Story. That's a Toy Story, man. That's a good movie. That's a good movie. Good set of characters, man. Hey, enjoy your time. Walking shoes, homie. Walking shoes and water. Get one of them backpacks with the little spigot. But make sure you have one bag full of water and then the other bag full of your favorite fun juice. I'm not singing on the string. Not singing. Anyway, so moving on. So the 20 all the way. Oh, it looks like 20 and 22nd. We had some movement. Then at 23rd, the 23rd pick looks like a halfback is on the table for the Falcons. Then we had movement at 24 for the Jets. Looks like Josh Moore dropped though 4 spots on his selection. Let's talk about this real quick. We had the Jets up here. Quarterback Matt Borden moving back up 15 spots. He was actually, if you remember, let me go back. He was actually where'd he go? Borden. Oh, I thought he was a little bit higher. I digress. Back down here. Back down. But anyway, Matt Borden jumps up 15 spots to the 20th pick for the Jets. And then, of course, at 21, you have Mr. Frazier out of Ohio State. The Ohio State. He jumps up 20 spots to 21 for the Texans. Then you have some movement for Jay Glaze in his Broncos from a player who dropped 9 spots in Mr. Lane Cooper. And then we had, like I said, we had the halfback at 23rd. Jets again for tight end at 24. Then we had Mr. Reinhardt stayed put at 25. We had Mr. Daniel Bautista. It looks like he jumped up 3 spots to 26. Browns gets another defensive player at 27 and a defensive tackle in Dalton Johnson out of Boise State. NFC just pick QB and then just cap. Yes, win. Yes. I know. I know, man. But look at what we dealing with. Come on, man. Look at what we did. Look at who product this is. But anyway, looks like 28. You have a corner going to Tampa Bay. It looks like he's dropped a couple spots, and it looks like that's Thomas Harris. Then the Ravens jump in and snag a safety. Jalen Finley, he dropped a spot. It looks like Byron Mobley out of Auburn dropped 15-30. And then we finish it off with the Cowboys picking a defensive end, possibly at 31. And then the Chiefs will snag a DT from Notre Dame, Montel Forsett, at 32. So that was the mock draft number 5. And now we're going to go ahead and let's go ahead and advance this bad boy. Ooh, wait a minute. Let me go back in that real quick. Did they actually take away the map? Let me come out of my mock draft. No. They kept my regions in there. I was about to. I'm going blind. But other than that, that was the mock draft. So now we're gonna go ahead and skip ahead to the next week. That is the NFL draft, and let's see what it looks like. Let's see. So So you got your scout players. Look at here. Yeah, nothing fancy added to this screen at all. But let's see. Let's start the draft. I'm gonna start the draft and then I'll check through it, see what it looks like here. So same little splash screen. Doesn't look all that fancy. Oh man. Let's big. Oh, I like it. It's just me in this thing, and they're picking faster than faster than any of our drafts. Let me go ahead. We gotta go ahead and skip the next pick.
Let's see what they do.
So it looks like okay. So Redskins on the clock. It looks like the Steelers did go with their pick. Now before, let's see.
Now we turn to the Eagles. They're on the clock.
Billy Myers, left guard, came off the board. I like it. Boy, these bad boys are picking their pick. I ain't even have to hit it. They ain't have to hit next pick. All right, let's do it. Here we go. Boom.
Will they go?
Had a wide receiver come off the board. Turn my volume up. Sound like thought I was about to hear some talking. But
okay, the Eagles on the clock now.
So that's what we got there.
Okay, the Chargers up now. They're on the clock.
And I remember looking at the mock draft, some of the picks that, of course, some of the players that were, slated to get picked, in their certain spots, technically, of course, they're not getting a halfback went off the board just that fast by the Chargers. Gonna skip another pick here.
Giants up now. They're on the clock.
Ben's boys. Skip the next pick here. Got a tackle, just came off the board.
And the Eagles on the clock now. Let's see what direction they go.
Cornerback, Mr. Northcutt. That's a good pick.
The Jaguars are up now. Let's see what direction they go.
Oh, so look, it looks like they actually give you the option to trade away your pick. Hey, Nate, if you're watching this, dude, this might be something we might want to implement in the upcoming draft. Just saying, might be something to work with there. So let's go ahead and make the selection. We're gonna go in here. I don't know, man. I don't know, Nate. I don't know why that is. Let's see. Then again, I do have, my son likes to have his stuff up super loud. So here we go. Top fits, as you can see, it gives you your top fits here. That's pretty nifty. Let's go ahead and draft it. Whoa! Yahtzee! I was able to get me a hidden development player. But 87 strength, 80 acceleration. Let's look at his skills here real quick. A lot of his stuff is not unlocked, and that very well could be because of the level of my scout. That could all be because of the level of my scout. That's kind of scary. So choose wisely. But man, there's a lot of stuff going on in the background. Let me get out here. Looks like Mr. Beaver, who I was going to take from the Giants, actually went to the Giants. Let's go to the next pick. Mr. Hardwick. He's there now.
Now we turn to the Panthers. They're on the clock.
Wide receiver off the board right there.
It's the Lions now on the clock.
Panthers went ahead and went corner.
And now on the clock, it's the Cardinals.
Mr. Hood. One Hood went Lions. That was as projected.
The Jets now on the clock. Let's see what they do.
Guerrero right in. I could have swore Guerrero was actually slated for someone else. So we had our first sniping of the evening. We probably had quite a few sniper shots going off here. Skipping ahead, gonna get to the end of this round, and then I'm just gonna sim through the remainder of the draft. But yeah.
The Falcons on the clock now. Let's see who they have their eye on.
Yeah, man, CPU.
The Jets. It's their selection.
There you go, Falcons. They did go with their running back that they were aiming for. Tight end Josh Moore actually fell to the Jets.
Now the Packers are on the clock. Who do they have?
Mr. Ryan Hart to the Raiders.
Okay, the Browns on the clock now.
Packers with Batista.
Okay, it's the Bucks now on the clock.
The Browns got their defensive tackle.
The Ravens are up now. Let's see what direction they go.
Yep, looks like the Bucks went corner.
Okay, next up, it's the Dolphins on the clock.
I think the Ravens made a different pick.
It's the Cowboys now on the clock. The Chiefs on the clock now. The Lions on
Bang.
the clock now. What direction will they go?
And now we're going to go ahead and skip to the end of the draft. So we're assuming the rest of the draft to get through it, but just wanted to kind of go through the draft process and get back to the end. Once the draft is over, you got the draft recap. Let's see if there's anything different on the screens for draft recap at all. You can go through all the teams and actually deep dive their draft. There's nothing, manage your staff at that point, all your points, as you can see at the top. But other than that, man, advance to the preseason week 1. I think it should allow you to set up your scouts again. Yep, hire and assign scout starts week 1 of the preseason. So, I mean, hey, thanks for rolling with me through a season of information for the scouting, but it may be wise for us to use current rosters. You know what? Use our set rosters, make all of our trades and moves and whatnot in preseason week 1, and then allow us to hire and assign our scouts week 1 of preseason, and then progress, like kind of sim through the preseason portion. maybe allow everyone to play their week 4 preseason game or not, or week 3 preseason game or not, and then jump into the season. But yeah, as you can see, Nate, if you're still watching with me, man, I see messages pop up. But yeah, it may be wise for us to use whatever rosters we use to start week 1 of our pre-patch season. Started in week 1. Let everybody join. Hire and assign scouts, however the plan is that you guys were talking about in the chat. And then, kind of sim through the preseason. And then I'm not sure what the plan is to get back to wherever we were. I'm almost certain it's going to be some kind of forced win situation here or there, or we might even just be playing. I don't know what it is that you guys worked out for the board. But yeah, man, I believe everything is set as is. The only difference is going to be the stats. Might be a huge disparity. Yeah, if it's going to be a forced win, that's going to be the biggest downside. Is at least just my opinion is the current stats and whatnot, because CPU is going to be totally different than user v user. But yeah, it's all right. I mean, that'll be that first season. Everything is shake out come season 2, season 3. You can get all the accolades you want then at that point. But yeah, I think this would be a really, really good starting spot for the league once everything can be transferred over. That way, all the trades that were already made and whatnot, roster movement is set according to plan. But yeah, man, this is gonna be yeah, this is gonna be awesome, man. Thanks to EA, man, for bringing the patch out as promised, technically, because word on the street was it was going to be today, and it actually lived up to the billing. It actually came out. I think some people are having issues, but it's here. Scouting update is out. OMFL is about to kick off. I'm pretty sure Deuce is going to be right there behind it. The NBC, the ATG, grown folk community is about to go crazy. Content, man. So if you like content like this, man, I'll go out and get me a P5 camera and try and do a little something every now and then. But for the most part, man, thanks for riding with me. Those that came in, hit the like, hit the subscribe, yo, and peace until next time, man. Yeah, peace.